Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm just going to go on my live and make sure I'm there. So today, I'm going to do the usual. We've got a new moon today. Yay! And I'm going to go deeper into that and deeper into the daily read. And yes, I'm on live. It's working. Yay. And then I'm going to do readings for you guys. For anybody that's on live, I'm going to do readings, little mini readings, just to show you what I do. So we've got a new moon. How exciting. It is an exciting one too. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because yesterday I recorded the weekly read. I don't know if you've seen it yet. And it's a really good one. It's a really good week. And I did all of the daily reads for the week as well. And it is a really, really good week. We've got a life-changing week coming up. And I'm feeling that this new moon is very significant. Very significant. So the daily read, if you haven't watched it already and you're watching the replay, then there's a link up there to watch the daily read. Watch that and then come back. Hey, Saska. I'm very good, thank you. I'm a little tired. I didn't sleep that long last night. But I'm good. I'm good. How are you, Saska? So the daily read, yeah, it's all about doing what we want. You know, we get that message all the time. It's like a chill out day if you want to relax. Got a spot this morning. So nothing majorly special really in the daily read, but the new moon is another thing, right? New moon, planting seeds. But this is like new chapter in authenticity. Being okay with being different than everyone else and forging our own path. It's not forging our own paths, but following our own paths. And listen to your weekly reads. Are you doing each sign separately this time? Yeah, I'm going to today. After this, I'm going to record that. I was going to do love reading for each sign separately. But I think I'm going to do the old format. I think I'm going to do, I don't know, this is just such a big week from those readings that I did yesterday that I think I'll do the full thing again, you know, like the general love, work, money thing again. Honestly, just wait till you see the daily read, Saska. Oh my God, this week, it's so exciting. Hey, Aphrodita. And yeah, I've picked a card out from Collarbone Reads deck too, and it's the Hawk. Omens and messages. I don't know about anybody else, but for a particular thing, it is ridiculous. This happened to me. Oh, connection's unstable. No. Is it back? Or is it my phone just picking it up? Is your connection going okay? Or is it my phone? It looks like it's hanging a lot today. Come on, don't do this to me. It's disconnecting a lot. I know it is. This is not good. I can't deliver messages when it's doing this. I'm on the right Wi-Fi, but there must be something going down. Anyway, let's try again. So we've got the Omens and Messages card, the Hawk. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been getting so many messages, like ridiculous amounts. Like if a neon sign were to have the message on it and it hit me on the head too. This isn't working, is it? It's hanging. It's disconnecting all the time. It's not working. It's disconnecting all the time, isn't it? I don't know how you guys are even going to hear my messages when it's like this. Oh, it's been like this all the time. It's not good, is it? Something going on. Maybe I need to talk to them at the resort here saying like this Wi-Fi, it's just not good enough anymore. It's been really good for so long. And now it's not. It really isn't. Anyway, let's try. So I've been getting so many messages for this new chapter, like really ridiculous amounts. So I don't know if you guys have been having the same thing too, but this feels really significant. This new moon feels really significant, and this week in particular. So let's have a look. This is what Colette Baron Reid says about this. When the hawk appears, expect a message to be delivered to you to aid you in your quest. Perhaps a telephone call from a friend will help you solve a mystery, or a chance meeting with someone may solve a riddle. You may literally see writing on a wall or overhear a conversation between strangers that reveals your own answer unexpectedly. That reminds me, one time I was on a plane and I had this thought. I can't even remember what it was about. I had this thought, like, I wonder what this thing is. I don't know, something I'd noticed, and I was like, wonder what that is. Then the guy who was sat next to me on the plane turned around to me, started having a conversation with me, and he said, "Oh, yeah, I'm an expert in this thing." And it was what the question that I'd had. And so I asked him what the question was, and he told me. I'm like, the universe is bizarre. It was just one of those fleeting things, you know, like if you see a new word and then you think, I wonder what that word means. And it's like, wow, the universe can give me an answer straight away by putting the word expert in that thing next to me so they can tell me. So maybe we've got something like that going on today with this new moon. Be open to messages from others. Be aware of omens and signs in nature. The world is constantly attempting to communicate with us, but we human beings have forgotten how to listen. So remember who you are, an intrinsic part of the great mystery of life. Listen and learn. This is the gift of the hawk as he soars into your life from Avalon skies. Awesome. So really pay attention. And if you're anything like me, you've been getting these messages thick and fast for a week now. I won't tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is once it happens, because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. Because I remember 20 years ago, no, more than that, 21 years ago, a similar phase of my life with this amount of signs. And it was when I was finishing working in corporate. I'd handed in my notice because I knew that I was moving to Australia. I'd already applied for my residency for Australia. And I knew I wanted, there was no point in being in my job anymore because I didn't need it. I didn't need it anymore. I needed it to apply for my residency for Australia. At the time, you know, it was a big IT boom, and I worked in IT, and it was easier than other professions to get residency. It still took me 18 months to get it, but anyway, so I had resigned, and I needed to do 3 months, I think, of notice. I needed to teach this guy how to do my job because I was an expert in what I was doing. And working in artificial intelligence, I was. And it was about a week before I was finishing. So it was my final week at work, and these signs started coming in, just like this week has been for me. And at the same, it was happening so much that I wouldn't have been surprised if there was a flashing neon sign saying, "Claire, go to Africa," in front of me, because that's what it was about. Honestly, I don't watch TV, right? I hardly ever put the TV on, maybe once a month, maybe even less than that. And there was this one time I was going out. It was the week before, it was the weekend before my last week. And I was going out, and I'd got ready early for some reason. I'm usually an early person anyway, but I got ready early, and my friend was coming to pick me up. And so I had like an hour or something. I was ready, and I had an hour to kill before he was coming to pick me up. So I put the TV on. Like, I never do that, but I put the TV on, and there was maybe it was the news or something, and it was talking about Africa. Then the news got onto something boring, so I flicked the channel, and there was a documentary about Africa. And then, you know, I like glanced down at the table, and there's a newspaper on the table, and there's a a magazine, probably not a newspaper. I didn't used to read them, but a magazine, and there was an article about Africa, and it was honestly like that everywhere I turned. And then I go out, and then it's like, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Africa." It was just constant, like that, constant. I'm like, okay, I get the message, universe. Well, that's what it's been like this week for me. And of course, that was a really significant changing part of my life. That was like new chapter starting, because that was when I also got an email the day before my last day from the charity that I was involved in saying, "We need someone to go to Uganda and help out. Is anyone available?" I'm like, "Yes, I am, next week." And so I went. So yeah, that was a significant changing time in my life. And that's what we've got going on now with this new moon. It's a significant change in our lives. This new moon, new chapter of our lives starting. We've been getting ready for this for ages. For ages. Like all of the last year, it feels like. All of these messages that I've been giving everybody has been about getting us ready for this week. It's for this week. And the change is coming about. I'll tell you when it's happened, Saskia. But it's been crazy. It really has. It's been full on. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like a neon flashing sign with it on. So let's go deeper into it. If we can go deeper into it. Deeper. Trust myself, go deeper. This is about life. Deeper into life. A whole new life experience. Whatever you've been yearning for, changes in life, not the superficial changes, that came up in the new moon read as well. So we've been asking for too little, right? Maybe because we've asked for more and then we got disappointed. And this is saying what is coming to us is better. And that was in the new moon read as well. What is coming to us is actually better. It's more. It's deeper. It's better. Hey, Aphrodita. You're walking the dogs. Yeah. I heard something last night. This is fate time. It's fate time. And it was on a Joe Rogan podcast that I was listening to last night, yesterday evening. And this guy said, it was talking about what the control that we have over our lives and what is like fated, what's preordained. And he said, it's like getting on a plane. When you're on an aeroplane, that's fated, right? Where that plane's going, it's fated. But what you do on the aeroplane, you get to decide. And that's what life is like. Like we're going, that journey, things happen. He was talking about Vedic astrology, saying that in this Vedic astrology, you can pinpoint like the days that the months that people will receive a lot of money or that will meet somebody. There's like this preordained stuff in our lives. That's like getting on the plane thing. But what we do on the plane is up to us. So we do have a level of control over that, and there's some things we don't. The things that we don't have control over, it's like the plane is setting off now. It's time for takeoff now for us. A deeper life experience, so all this stuff that you've been asking for in the past, for a richer life experience. Well, that's coming about now. It's like the plane is setting off, and we've got to trust ourselves on that. We're ready for it. We are ready for it. So I thought that was a really interesting analogy, that fate is like the plane that we're on. And of course, that's what 2020 is all about. This year is all about that. So this is a significant week in this year for takeoff. What else have we got? Partnerships especially. That's why I was going to do the love readings. That's why I was going to do the love readings, but for this week. And because I'm feeling that relationships are a huge part of it, like the right people coming together now for this new stage. Third coffee of the day. Maybe unexpected relationships, people coming together. This isn't just about romance, although that is part of it, romantic relationships. It's about other relationships too. Predestined people coming together to co-create is what I'm hearing. That's going to be a big player at this week in particular. Yeah, romantic relationships in particular. We're going to experience a lot of people getting together this week, I think. Pisces are very intuitive. I'm not surprised that the intuition is stronger in people. Yeah, emotional too, supportive emotionally. Yeah, I enjoyed the Pisces weekly read. No, not the weekly read. What did I record yesterday? The Pisces. The new moon. Yeah. About them being so supportive. Your moon's in Pisces. Okay. I don't have anything in Pisces, but I have 2 Pisces children and lots of Pisces friends. I like Pisces. They're lovely for me. Every sign is lovely in its own way, but for me, Pisces, really, I really like them. I really like the way they are. So we've got, a deeper life experience coming, this new chapter. New connections coming together. Hey, Nikki. Watch that. I find it so interesting. When I'm doing it and I'm thinking about, sometimes friends that are those signs pop into my head and I think, oh, I wonder if this is going on for them. Choose to change, communication coming. This is about this new moon as well. Changes are coming. Changes that we've chosen are coming. You know how usually new moons are about like writing down what it is that you want and stuff like that. This new moon isn't that. This new moon is like the universe saying, here's this path. It's like the yellow brick road opens up. The doors open. The yellow brick road is there. And it's like everything that we wrote down in the past 1,000 new moons. It's something like that. It's like the changes that we've chosen. It's coming now. It's coming. You might be surprised at what you've forgotten about that the universe hasn't forgotten about as well. This is a big fate time. There's some astrology channels that I follow. Not many, just a few of them. And, sometimes they're just talking about this stuff all the time. It's like every week is going to be an amazing week. And I just don't get that. Like some weeks are just boring, There's not that much to them. I'll do the weekly reads and everything, but it's not like, wow, this is going to be an amazing week. And so I'm not one of those hyped up kinds that does that every week. But this week is going to be an amazing week. Haven't been journaling much recently. Used to spend hours journaling. Oh, these depth, yeah. They are deep. They're lovely. I like them very much. Platonic relationships and some not so platonic relationships. Oh, you fly out to India Tuesday. How exciting. Wow. New chapter, Aphrodite. There's going to be big changes coming from that for you. What's this? Completion, wake up. Yeah. Oh, that bit's over. This bit's starting. You too, Nikki. When are you leaving? Wow. When you just realize something? It's like that this week. We just realize that something's over now. And not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. It's like, well, that was that. New chapter. New phase. So exciting, honestly. When you see the dailies, like I can't even, like, when they're not published, they're not published. I schedule them all, and when they're scheduled and they're waiting, you can't watch them, because if I could show you them now, if I could give you all the links to the days so you could watch them in advance, you'd be getting really excited now for the week that we've got ahead. Very, very exciting. So yeah, this new, when we're talking about fate, the universe will step in and give us signs. That's when you get a reading or you watch these videos and you get the signs, because the universe doesn't want us to miss it. It wants us to make it really easy for us. That's when we get a lot of signs, when it's really important, and it's the path that we've got to take. Still waiting to sort the house out, taking an absolute age. Probably not until March. Oh, that's surprising. Just with the energies, I would have thought it would. Maybe it will line up for you quicker this week. Maybe it'll go down. I took my new bike. So I'll show you my bike. My new bike. Anyway, I picked it up a couple of days ago and it had a flat tire straight away. They put a new tire on the back for me because it was bare. And I rode it home, okay. But then when I went to go to training on it, it was flat, completely flat. So yesterday I pumped it up with my little pump, just to ride it down to the shop. And I'm like, this tire, there's something wrong with it, this new one that you put on it. Anyway, they put a new inner tube. The inner tube inside it was really old. So they put a new inner tube in it called, when the lowest gear was slipping a bit and it was still too difficult for me to ride up the hill. So I'm like, I need it so I can go lower gear. So he said, right, come back when my boss is in here because he knows how to do that. Anyway, then his boss showed up and they did it for me. I just had to wait like half an hour and they sorted the bike out. And so now it's even better. It was cool, because I bought this bike off them and then they sorted it out even more for me. Thought I'd be on a plane out of here by now. Just being extremely patient. Yeah, there is that, being patient and just waiting for it. But if nothing else, Nikki, you'll get signs this week. You'll get signs that it's going to move forward, or signs maybe that, like my Africa thing, signs that are showing you the way. So that's it. Anyway, this new moon today is the start. It's just the start of it, this new moon. It's significant. A deeper phase of our lives, and trusting ourselves on that, and trusting the universe on that too. Like, this is a fate time. And new relationships coming in are a big part of that too. Fated relationships. That's another thing that was on the Joe Rogan show yesterday that I was listening to. Joe was saying he feels like the show has got an energy of its own and he is just like the caretaker of it, that he's not created it. It's got this energy of its own and he's just had to go along with it. It's like the show was meant to happen and he was chosen to be the one to do it. And yeah, that was another one of my signs too, listening to that podcast last night, was I feel the same about my work too. Like, even when it's not been working for me, I know I've still got to do it. I know it's really important. I know it's really important to carry on doing this. Because there's something more to it. And that's what I'm feeling with these relationships too. So then they come in and you get given, between you realize that you've both been given these signs and then you're doing something bigger together, kind of thing. I'm not going to Kenya at the moment, no. I extended my visa for a month and just kind of waiting for him to make an effort. We've also got the changes that we've chosen are coming in now. So the path is being opened up. Some of the daily reads were going into like it all manifests today. That's one of the days. It's like the whole thing manifests. So some big things are going to manifest this week. But some of it too is just seeing that, seeing the way forward. It's like the path opens up. You see the path. Sometimes that's what's going to manifest. Yeah. And then, us just realizing, us this wake-up card, it's just realizing that an old chapter is over in our lives and a new one's beginning, and it's a deeper chapter, richer life in the important, in the meaningful meanings of that word, a richer, deeper life. Exciting. Got a friend in Kenya, so I was taking the money and running. Sounds good to me. Right, who wants a reading? Oh, and of course, my new moon readings are $20 off today. They're available. I've got a 2020 year ahead reading to do today. I'm surprised when that came in. The end of the second month. It'd be good for them to see what the first 2 months were about anyway. Aphrodite's up first. It's fight night tonight. Yay. I'm excited. Tomorrow. Day off. Hey, Cardinal Water. Aphrodite. Yeah, the endings for you, Aphrodite. Be at peace with that. That's the daily read too. Choosing peace. It's like letting go of the old story, letting go of hard times and struggles is what I'm hearing. We have them for a reason, these hard times. We get something good out of them, but then we've got to let go of that. We've got to let go of the hard time. We've got to let go of feeling like a victim or feeling hurt by it or victimized by it. A 2020. The year 2020, year ahead reading, Nikki. Aphrodite, so yeah, letting go of the emotions behind what you're leaving behind, what you're letting go of for you. Emotions, overwhelming emotions. This could be like two people going in opposite directions. So a friendship that you've got, a relationship that you've got, very close emotionally. You're going in different directions now, and it's maybe a surprise. It's maybe a surprise that that's over and you're letting go of that now. But it's okay. Like, it's okay. If we've got these new people coming in, it's all good. Cardinal Water's up next. Cardinal Water. Ooh. You know, a lot of this new moon as well, it's about being okay about being ourselves, like even if it's different than everybody else. Following our own path, our own unique path, being unique, even if it's so different than everyone else, and so that we're not accepted. And that's what I'm getting for you, Cardinal Water. It's like time alone. Maybe you've been spending a lot of time alone lately, and this has been allowing you to realize what your strengths are and realize what your differences are, to stop judging them, preparing you for this time, this week, which is setting you off on this new journey, this new chapter in your life. You've been getting ready for that internally, alone, to be your unique self, shine your light in the world in your own way. especially around relationships. It's like the right, maybe you've been cardinal water, maybe you've been wanting like new people to come in your life, and the universe is waiting for you to be your unique self, because you're not going to attract the right people when you're not showing people who you are, when you're not when you're not flying your freak flag, when you're not be attracted to those people. So yeah, I'm picking up, this is kind of your past. That's to make sense of what's just been going on, ready for this new phase. Okay, who's up next? Mine, I've got let go of the past and connections. This is about relationships. And one step at a time, be supportive. Forgiveness came up for Taurus too in the new moon. Forgiveness, romantic relationships. Saskia. Saskia, you got it. And just what I just said. As Taurus, we've got to forgive. We've got to forgive now. We've got to let things go, especially around romantic relationships, past romantic relationships, that is. For you, Saskia, forgiving them. Travel, a new place. These are tied together, right? Because as I was just saying to Cardinal Water, they've been letting go of the judgments of themselves to step into their own so that they can attract the new people into their lives. You, Saskia, are letting go of past hurt, past unforgiveness around romantic relationships to make a move, and then the right people to come in. It's like maybe you think that the move is about something else, but the universe is like saying, hang on, you can't go there yet until you've done this forgiveness, because the people that you meet, you're going to be resistant to them. So you got this forgiveness stuff to do first so that you are in that place, and then that probably romantic relationship is going to come in. Forgiveness is very important. Ooh. Yeah. Nikki, I thought it was going to be really busy today on here. I'm surprised that it's not. Oh, Nikki. Right, this is probably what the delay is about, Nikki, because you know how I said this new moon is about, we've been asking for too little, and this fate thing is way bigger, way deeper, way richer life experience. But we ask for so little because we've been beaten down by life. We think, because we've asked for the big things before and it didn't happen. And instead of realizing divine timing was in play and this fate thing was in play, we think, oh, I can't create this. And we just don't realize it's like sitting on an airplane and thinking that we can control when it takes off and trying to manifest it, and then being really disappointed. Like, I can't make this plane take off from my seat in standard class or whatever it's called, economy class. So the big things in our lives, they're fated. That's our life path. And with you not being able to create it before, it's caused you to not believe in yourself, and it's caused you to expect much less. And so this delay that you're having at the moment, I'm thinking is because you've got to open to that expansion, that much bigger things, refocusing yourself. And of course, a lot of it is what your higher self has been going on about for ages, Nikki. You know, the romance thing and the friendship thing and being open to people. It's all of that stuff. All of that stuff. You've been getting prepared for it, and you're still getting prepared for it. And so refocus on that, letting people in a much bigger way, like much better people for you. Not just people you can tolerate. That came up in the new moon read too. Not just people you can tolerate. It's like maybe you've been asking for like a relationship with someone that you can stay with for the rest of your life, kind of thing. Just someone you can tolerate, kind of thing, and put up with for the rest of your life. Whereas the universe has got someone for you that is like just amazing. It's that kind of thing. We ask for too little. And fate has actually got something way bigger for us. Way bigger. And so with friendships for you, if you think about not so much romantic relationships, but with friendships, people that could be really good for you, like really uplifting, co-creating things with people. You know, like I said, with the new moon energy, it's hanging. Really? Oh, I'm back. I don't know how much you got of that, Nikki. I didn't notice when it... Did you hear what I said about people? How much of that did you get, Nikki? Okay, that's my cue. That's my cue to finish this. That's my cue to finish this because the connection is dodgy again. Hope you all got that information. You got it. That's good. I've been much more focused today on opening up to romance and friendships. Got most, yeah. Yeah, the connection's bad, so let's finish this now. I hope you all have an amazing new moon. And today, and day, and tomorrow. Yeah, I'll check out with them what's going on. You can watch the replay, but the replay just has the breaks in it too. Because I watched the replay to put the things up, little messages up there. And look out for those, the week ahead ones for each star sign. I'll be putting those up today. You're welcome. Thanks for your likes and your subscribes and all of that. Anyone else that's watching. Bye. Have a good one.